So my name is Jacob Crane. I'm an entrepreneur. I am also a human being of birth. I am from Tsuut'ina Nation, Alberta, Canada, and yes, that's where I'm from. I wanted to end this weird, bizarre stereotype that still goes on to this day that Native American Indigenous people, are lazy, and I don't necessarily think that that's true. Well, first off, I faced that my whole life. I've always faced that discrimination or, having it hard, That's another reason why I'm actually pushing for this whole entrepreneurship thing and small business owners, because if I'm going to work for anybody, it should be yourself, right? It should be myself, and that's the one time where you can actually play on a fair field, I think, is when it's one-on-one, It's up to you if you want to succeed. The first business that I started, I was probably 9 years old. I sold bubblegum at Native American powwows, First Nations powwows, and it was cool. I learned about shipping and handling fees. That was my first experience. I was 9 years old, and my dad told me, hey, you can't sell it for 5 cents. It has to be 7 cents or 8 cents because you picked it up from the store and you drove all this way, shipping and handling, and now you're selling it. So you got to make just a little bit more than what you originally paid for it. Landscaping company. It actually just was a lawn maintenance company. It was just a small little thing that I did on the side. As time went on, I started to realize that I was good at cutting grass, of course, but I was also starting to realize that I was really good at sales. And from that I started to, it just became second nature. Hey, what do people were calling me. I was promoting myself on Facebook. Not so much on Facebook, but I was more word of mouth. He'll get Jacob to do it. He does a really good job. Kind of what I'm doing now is to fight the stereotypes about Native people. Is I want to be successful. I don't have a choice. I have to be successful. And with everything that I've acquired, I'm actually launching a nonprofit, as we speak, everything's in the works, and I plan on promoting and teaching and empowering Native people to start their own businesses, become an entrepreneur, become a small business owner. That's what I'm all about. I live and breathe that. So with this nonprofit that I'm planning on launching, I guess the fundamentals behind it is just basically culture, empowerment, fundamentals of business, startup, where to access these resources, and motivation, to get them going. Find a purpose, and I think that entrepreneurship has really helped me, and I think that's a gift that I want to share to a lot of people. And by doing that, by presenting or, making them realize that they have so much opportunity, or just talking to them that they are great just the way they are, whatever you want it to be, breathe life into them, whatever. I think that once an individual has a purpose or realizes they have a purpose in this world, then that's a sacred thing, and they will find a way. You're like a boat, and you got all these holes when you first start off on the water, and you're just learning as you're going. So how do you plug the holes? And you just start plugging holes, as many holes as you can, and as you eventually start to sail out, you start to, there's no water in the boat anymore, and you start to sail. You're not sinking, you're sailing. So trial and error. As an entrepreneur, I believe that they are the true leaders. They are the true warriors of today. Every day you're in the jungle and you got to survive. And how are you going to survive? You're going to starve, or are you going to eat? You're going to hunt. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. And I want to share with you a short story. If I didn't have my leadership skills, or if I didn't take the initiative to start my business, a lot of people would have went hungry, and they wouldn't have found work this summer or this past summer or the 2 summers ago. And I'm just grateful that I was able to offer them opportunity to feed their families. And once you start to see that, that's a deeper side of entrepreneurship that it's kind of touching, when people invite you into their house and they say, thank you for giving me a job. And I'm very young. I'm only 26 years old, and I was 24 when I was doing stuff like that. So that really kind of matured me and changed me. And now with my new nonprofit, we push to do that across the nation and in Canada. So that's something that's far more rewarding besides the traveling, besides the, jet skiing, or, the new car, or, the company equipment, or, whatever. That's something that's far more valuable to me as an individual, and that's really kind of helped me, get through certain things and certain times, like why I don't want to do it, or I don't want to do this anymore. But I think about all those people relying on me, and the people that I haven't even met yet, the families, the individuals, and that's what pushes me to keep going.